Hello, YouTubers.
Hi, kids. Welcome to the last installment of vocabulary for Chapter 4. Today we're going to talk about 5 words, and technically it's 6. I kind of cheated on this one. Hi. The 5 words that we're going to look at this time are direct democracy, which is a term, aristocracy, and then we're going to talk about the Senate and the Consuls. Then we're going to mention the 12 tables. And finally, our last one is Christianity, which kind of runs diametrically to these 5. So the first 2 are about Greece. The second 2 are about Rome. And then the last one is about the major religion that developed during the Roman Empire, which was Christianity. So first, let's talk about direct democracy. A direct democracy is one in which the citizens are actually the ones who participate. Hold on, can you sit? Well, don't fall, Mix. The direct democracy is one in which the citizens actually participate directly in making government rules. So they show up to what was called the General Assembly. This was primarily this was primarily in Athens that they did this direct democracy, where citizens were allowed to show up, cast their votes, and participate directly in the proceedings that were happening. This is opposed to a representative type of democracy, which is what the Romans used. They didn't have a direct democracy, they used representatives. So this was the Greek way of trying to get people directly involved and to be directly associated with political activity on the part of the citizens, the normal, everyday, average citizens. Now, I said this was about Athens, and so Athens really was the ones who... Nope. Good big hugs. Athens were the ones who kind of made this type of democracy famous. Aristocracy, which is our next word, is a rule by the elite. It means only the elite, the rich, the wealthy in society are allowed to do this. They're allowed to serve on ruling committees, and as a result, the normal everyday average citizens don't get any say. The aristocrats do. And this is based on the idea that those people are in their position of power because they're smarter and they're wiser and they should be in power. So the good example of this aristocracy was Sparta. Sparta used an aristocratic type of government where the elite were able to rule. Now we go to Rome. So the Greeks really advocated democracy for the most part. The Athenians did. And Rome really took that idea from Athens and put it into practice. So, bless you. During the Roman Republic is when Rome was actually operating as a democracy. So, the Roman people had a Senate, which was 300 members who were elected for life, and then 2 consuls, instead of an emperor, instead of a president. You want to tell a joke, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your joke?
It's about Wonkatonks.
It's about Wonkatonks?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Is that it?
No.
No.
Hey, Dad Stewart, I can tell you a joke.
Okay, what is it?
About a joke about Wonkatonks.
Oh, what's a Wampatonk?
Wonkatonk is a kind of pincher.
A pincher. Max, that's a pretty funny joke. Okay, so we were talking about the Senate and the consuls. The senators served for life. The consuls just acted as the main officiants or governing people within the Senate, but they only were elected for 1 year, and so they really didn't serve too much power. The 12 tables, on the other hand, and why was the Senate and consuls important is because it represented exactly what the Roman Republic was supposed to do, which was allow people to serve, and there was people who represented the others within the empire as a representative, not a direct form of democracy, and there was no central imperial power. The 12 tables was Rome's way of trying to get people to behave correctly. It was a set of laws that was really going to restrain the aristocrats so that they didn't take advantage of their privilege in society, and it was also to give equal rights to all citizens. Now, the 12 Tables was cool because they had the idea that they could change these laws as time went on, but the 12 Tables is also really difficult to enforce on all people because not everybody believes in rules in a handbook, basically. So there we go. We've gone through those 4 basic words, and then there's this last word, Christianity, which we want to throw on here. Max, be careful, please. So Christianity developed after the birth of Christ at year zero. And about 100 years after the life of Christ is when the church was organized by his disciples, and the New Testament of the Bible was written. So if you remember from Judaism, the Old Testament was the most important book. And that's the only testament for Jews who they study. The New Testament is written by Christians, people who follow the life of Christ. And the idea is that Christ was the Son of God and the Savior to humanity and forgave humanity's sins. And so Christ as the leader was more important than the emperor. So the reason this was so significant in the Roman Empire is that Christians believed that Christ was their leader, not the Roman emperor. And this really made the Roman emperor kind of upset because he wanted to be basically worshipped as divine, and Christians were unwilling to do that. This led to persecutions of Christians. This led to pretty hard times for the first couple hundred years of Christianity, but it appealed to a lot of people because of its idea of equality, that all people were equal in front of the eyes of God, and that all people could be saved by God's grace through Jesus. And so, eventually, the Roman Emperor Constantine, if you remember, adopted Christianity, and this kind of helped out not only Christianity, but it helped unify the empire as well. It's time to go. These kids are all done. This was a tough recording. They're getting violent. It's time! Woo! Be awesome, and well, I'll see you soon.